Next, Mary Backstage, Noble Wife. The story of America's favorite family of the Footlights and of their fight for security and happiness against the concrete heart of Broadway. Back safely from their adventures in the Dry Tortugas, Mary and Harry are concentrating on a return to their theatrical career by way of a television game show to be produced by Greg Marlowe. As we join them, they're in the studios of Amalgamated Broadcasting discussing the format of the program with the director, Phil Fish, who says,
First, let me say how nice it is to be working with you two people again. I was sorry that your last series, Mr. and Mrs. Broadway, didn't go longer than it did.
Well, it was one of those things.
Oh, yes, and we were getting pretty tired of it anyway, Phil.
Well, we decided after that failure that it was the time of day. You know, we're on at 5:30 a.m.
Yes, I know you were.
And you don't have many viewers at that time of day. I don't care what anybody says.
And besides, the big thing right now isn't so much a talk show as it is a game show. Big money, big prizes, a lot of fun.
Well, look, I think we'll have the big archway where the contestants come onto the stage right over there where that carpenter's standing.
Oh, that's nice.
That would put you, Mrs. Bax, may I call you Mary?
Please.
Mary, that would put you over here to the stage left. And Harry, I think you would be at the other side, stage right.
Now, I'm going to play the organ. You know, all the funny music when the contestant comes on, and then when they give a wrong answer, I'll have kind of a funny, sour note to play on the organ. Where will I be seated?
Adds a little humor.
You'll be right over there, just off the edge of the stage where you can see the program in a monitor or a little television set.
Will I ever get on camera, Mr. Fay?
Oh, I'm sure we'll see that you do, Calvin.
Well, it's not that I care particularly. I just know the mother of me would be a little thrilled or delighted to see me on the TV set.
She'll be tuned in. Incidentally, when is this scheduled to begin, Phil? Do you know?
No, Mr. Marlowe hasn't told me that either. There are quite a few loose ends, I think, that have to be cleared up before we start.
Oh, one thing I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
Have you decided on the time of day for this show?
Oh, I think this will be on early evening, maybe 7:30 or so.
Oh, that's a good time.
Oh, that's a great time. We'll get everybody for it.
Now, you want us to have a regular run-through, is that it?
That's right, Mary. We just feel loose about it. Calvin, you'll announce the opening of the show, and then you'll go over there and come in as the sample contestant. This is just a run-through, you know.
Yes, I understand. Now, where will I do the announcing? Into what microphone, and then where will I go to come out then as the first contestant?
You'll use that microphone just off stage to your left.
Uh-huh.
Then you'll come through the arch in the center of the stage down to where Mary and Harry sit at the question desk.
I see.
As I understand it, we're going to have 3 rounds of questions, Phil. Is that right?
No, just one question, the qualifying question. Then they go on to identify the tune, and then they estimate the number of kernels in that barrel of popping corn.
All
so
right.
go and take your place. I'll go into the control room, and we'll start off just as if this was a real show.
All right.
Go ahead.
Now it's time for Pick Your Brains with Harry and Mary Backstage. And now here they are, the human encyclopedias, Mr. and Mrs. Backstage.
Thank you very much, Calvin Hoogerman.
Thank you, Calvin, and hello again, game lovers, and welcome to Pick Your Brains.
Oh, we're going to have fun here tonight, and we're going to meet some wonderful contestants. Let's bring the first one right out here now.
Hello, I'm Calvin Hoogerman. I'm Calvin Hoogerman. I'm Calvin Hoogerman.
If you give us a correct answer, you'll hear this. And if you give us an incorrect answer, you'll hear this. Now, we have 3 rounds, a qualifying question, then a song to identify, and then you have to estimate the popping corn. Do you want to pick a category for your first question?
Okay. Articles of the Confederation.
No, that's the answer. You're reading the answer, Calvin. Here's the subject up here.
American Revolution.
American Revolution. All right, Mr. Hoogerman, for your first question. Between 1777 and 1781, as a result of the Revolution, the 13 colonies adopted a code of laws under which they attempted but failed to govern themselves. These laws were known by a specific name. What was it?
You have 10 seconds, Mr. Hoogerman.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The Articles of Confederation.
Right! You are right. Very good. And you can go along now to identify the tune, the second part of your Pick Your Brains game show. We're going to ask Mr. Music over there. You're Mr. Music.
I'm Mr. Music
right.
in reality.
Well, for this practice, you'll have to run over and play.
Let me run over to the organ.
We're going to ask Mr. Music over there at the organ to play a part of a very familiar song, and you're to identify that song. Are you ready, Mr. Hoogerman?
I'm ready to play the
Over
song.
here into the microphone, Calvin.
What?
Come over here and answer.
Okay, wait a minute.
Now, you all ready for your identifying tune?
Yes, sir.
All right. And here is your song to identify. All right, now, what was that song, Mr. Hoogerman? Back over this microphone, Calvin.
All right, I'll tell you.
Now, you heard Mr. Music play part of a very familiar song.
Could
See if you can identify it.
could I hear that once more?
Yes, of course. Mr. Music, I wonder if you'd play those few notes once more. Here they are, Mr. Hoogerman. Listen closely. Oh, wait. I was talking while he was playing. Let's try it again from over here. Listen very closely now, Mr. Hoogerman, as Mr. Music plays those few notes.
Oh, wait a minute. You gotta give me... I'm out of breath.
I don't blame you. So am I.
Where am I? Am I a contestant or Mr. Music?
You're a contestant now, but when I say Mr. Music, you're Mr. Music.
Well, what is the next thing I do? Am I Mr. Music?
Mr. Music, you
All
play
right.
the song.
All right.
All right. Now, Mr. Music, will you play that tune, please? All right, now. Now, Mr. Hoogerman, you have 5 seconds to identify that melody. What was it?
I don't know.
And so rehearsals go on for the Backstage's television game show, Pick Your Brains. But there's a surprise in store next time when we'll hear Greg Marlowe say,
I have big news for you.
that's in the next exciting episode of Mary Backstage Noble Wife. Word Carr speaking. At the television studios of Amalgamated Broadcasting, Mary, Harry, Pop, and Calvin are discussing their forthcoming game show, Pick Your Brains, as the producer, Greg Marlowe, secretly in love with Mary, arrives with some big news.
Well, I have big news, but it's not necessarily good news. I wonder
Oh.
if you could all come around here.
Yeah, sure, Greg.
Right, Mr. Marlowe.
Seem to be wrong, sir.
You've got a kind of a confused expression on your face.
Hope it has nothing to do with the show.
No, does it, Greg?
Well, it does, in a certain respect, have something to do with the show.
We just had a pretty good run-through with Calvin here doubling as Mr. Music, which he will be on the show, and as a dummy contestant.
Oh, did you? Well,
Got good reaction from the crew, too, Mr. Marlowe. They all applauded and laughed.
they seem to think that it moved nicely. Of course, a run-through is never an actual measure for the product itself, the show itself. Are encouraging. Yes, we thought it was good.
And, of course, once we get to put the sponsor's message in the right place in the show, it'll look more professional than it does right now. Right now, it's kind of scraggly.
That brings me to the point.
What, scraggly?
No, the commercial. I had a deal, I thought, arranged with a big nut person. By that I mean big nut man.
Yes.
And it was going to be his first advertising on television, this particular show. And,
Well, come on, Mr. Marlowe. Speed it up a little bit. Don't keep us waiting in suspense like this.
You mean he's had second thoughts? Is that it, Mr. Marlowe?
He doesn't want to sponsor the show now, is that it, Greg?
Well, his accountant advised him that this was not the right time to go on the air with nut commercials.
Gee, you know, you're kind of dashing our enthusiasm, our elan, right to the floor.
I beg your pardon?
I say you're kind of dampening our elan that we had for the show.
Yeah, that's the way I was going to say it. Our elan was really dampened.
I mean, we kind of hit a high point there in our run-through.
It isn't often that we get our elan dampened, but when it is, it's serious.
My elan is dampened somewhat, too, although I'm not in the show.
Well, my, of course, elan was completely destroyed when I heard that news. However, I have something else on the hook, and it may work. Let me ask you this.
Yes, Greg.
Would you all be willing to go on the air on a sustaining basis?
And so Greg gets to the crux of the problem and asks if our friends would go on the air unsponsored. You'll learn the answer in the next episode when we'll hear Mary say,
Not on your life.
That's in the next exciting episode of Mary Backstage Noble Wife. Word Carr speaking. Abandoning television, Mary and Harry are returning to the stage, opening a summer theater tour of their hit Westchester Furioso in Meredith, New Hampshire. Now, aboard the old Mal Hallett band bus, driven by Harry, Greg and Mary study the road map as we hear Calvin say,
What kind of a bus is this? A twin coach? Looks like.
I don't really know, Calvin.
I haven't made these in a long time.
No, I can tell that. This must be 30 years old anyway.
Still says Mal Hallett on the front. And look here, somebody in with a pencil or dark pen, ink or something, has written Canterbury Lake Park, 1936.
Here's another one over here. Look, they wrote this in green chalk. It says, Nuttings on the Charles, 1937.
Boy, do you know about that?
Oh, that band got around all right.
Sure they did. Look at this one here, Pittsburgh, Massachusetts. Oh, my goodness.
There's Norumbega Park.
Keep your eyes on the road, Harry.
Oh, Greg.
Yeah.
He's in back with Mary there, Harry.
Oh.
I was just going over the road map here.
Yes. Do you know how far we are away from our destination?
Well, we're up through Billerica now. I suppose we should be getting up Nashua in about half an hour or so.
Uh-huh.
Then we'll be up into Meredith another 40 minutes after that. So I don't think we have too much time.
You gonna pass that truck, Harry?
Well, I was going to try to. I think I've got room enough. I'll give him the horn again. Maybe he'll pull over.
Careful, don't want to get in any trouble now.
You better not pass, Harry. I think I see a police car back there, back of that car behind us.
All right. Well, I'll stay in line.
Be careful now while you're driving here. We don't want any nonsense up there, do we?
Right-o, Mary.
Hey, I think that police car is signaling you to pull over, Harry.
Yes, I think he is. He's not using his siren, though. Oh, yes, he is.
I don't think they want us. They probably want that car ahead with those four guys. Oh, no, they want us.
It's us. I'll pull over here. Wonder what he possibly could want. Yes, officer?
Yes. Where do you think you're going?
Why, we're going to Meredith, New Hampshire. We're the cast and crew of Westchester Furioso. I'm Harry Backstage,
How do you
famous
do?
Broadway star,
You
beloved
know,
idol of a million other women, and this is my wife, Mary.
We have kids in this town, and we want to keep them.
Well, of course you do.
I mean, what would the kids be doing
Well,
out on
yeah.
a major route like this, officer?
Right.
Hey, don't give me any of your lip. Well, you sound like wise New Yorkers to me.
Well, yes, we are from New York. That's why we'd like to go right on through, may we?
That's like waving a red flag at me, buddy.
What do you mean?
Well, giving me a lot of back talk and sass, and then capping it off with telling me you're from New York.
Well, we're
that
not
really
giving,
does it in, boy.
not giving you any back talk and sass. We're supposed to open tomorrow
Well,
in
saying
Meredith.
that what are the kids doing out on a major highway like this? That's no way to talk to a uniformed upholder of the law. You know that.
I think he's probably right, Harry.
Now, you see, you don't have
Thank
an
you.
inspection on this bus. You caught my eye as you went by. I was dozing down there on back Billerica. You guys went by, and I picked you up out of the corner of my eye. This is an old bus.
I've been
And,
keeping the speed down to 55, though, officer. I've been
But you
very
s-
careful to follow the government's mandate
You
in
see,
that.
this bus hasn't had a safety check in years. You see, you're supposed to have a thing right here in your windshield.
Well, Mr. Marlowe back there was supposed to take care of it. Greg,
Yeah.
the officer says there's no inspection sticker on this Mal Hallett bus.
Well, don't hang it on me. You're
Well,
the driver.
You arranged to hire it, didn't you?
You're the driver. Talk them out of it. Do something.
And so our friends are momentarily halted on their way to New Hampshire. In our next episode, the movies beckon, and you want to be here when the director, Hastings Palmfeather, calls.
Action.
That's in the next exciting episode of Mary Backstage Noble Wife. Word Carr speaking. Over the years, Greg Marlowe has come up with some highly outlandish theatrical projects for his stars Mary and Harry. Broadway plays and movies, of course, but also a magic show at one point, a water spectacular at another. And one day at the Backstage home...
Do you mind if I use your phone for a moment, Harry?
No, help yourself, Greg.
Oh, good. Operator.
Who are you going to call, Mr. Marlowe?
Operator. I'd like to speak to Queen Elizabeth.
Don't interrupt.
What did he say?
Queen Elizabeth?
Queen Elizabeth, yes. England.
Queen Elizabeth in England?
Greg Marlowe. Marlowe.
Greg,
Harry, you don't mind if we put this on your bill, do you?
Well, I thought you were probably just calling New York City.
What's he calling Queen Elizabeth for?
Elizabeth?
I think he is, flipped.
Oh, no, come on now, Calvin. Greg, you have some reason...
to anybody there, yes. Prince or anybody.
You have a reason for...
I can't get over him.
Calling Queen Elizabeth?
Quiet, please.
Greg, hang up just a minute so we can discuss this.
Now, I have the, operator, would you hold that for a moment? Thank you. Now, what did you want?
Greg, you've taken us all aback a little bit. What reason do you want to suddenly call Queen Elizabeth for?
I have this idea for a show, and...
Well, she's not in show business,
No,
Mr. Marlowe.
she's a queen of a country. She couldn't be bothered with show business.
Even if she wanted to.
What's that?
Even if she wanted
Yeah,
to.
even if she wanted to, Mr. Marlowe.
Oh,
She
no.
couldn't. She
You
has
couldn't.
her duties to the country.
No, that wouldn't be fitting for the sovereign of a country to go into show business suddenly. I think you'd better hang up, Greg, and let's discuss
Look,
this thing.
why don't you mind your business, and I'll take care of my affairs.
Well, Greg, it's our telephone.
Let him. It's his affair.
You've been out of work a long time, Harry. I know that.
Operator, would you put that call through, too?
Phone call to London, England.
And I'd like to talk to Norman Lear in Los Angeles. I have a wonderful idea for him.
Greg, you can't make two long-distance calls at once.
Why, Napoleon could do two things at once.
You know, I think the royal family is out of London on vacation. I think they're in the country.
Operator, I have further information. They're probably not at home. They're probably out in the sticks somewhere.
Balmoral.
Would you put a tracer on them?
Well, they won't do that, Greg.
Put a tracer on the Queen of England. He's really flipped.
And so Greg doggedly pursues an unusual path in attempting to guide Mary and Harry's future. But a real surprise is in store for them in our next episode, and you ought to be here when we'll hear Greg say...
You haven't a thing to worry about, Concertmaster Bagatelli. Of course they sing opera.
That's in the next exciting episode of Mary Backstage Noble Wife. Word Carr speaking. After much cajoling by Greg Marlowe, Mary, Harry, Pop, and Calvin have agreed to an appearance at La Scala Opera House in Milan. And it's minutes before curtain time now at the opening of La Traviata. All day, hasty rehearsals have been held, costumes fitted, the scenery secured. Now, as our friends seem to be having mixed emotions, we hear...
Can you read this cue card?
Let me see. Hold it just a little bit nearer the light there, will you, Greg?
Can you see it?
Oh, boy, I'm nervous. Yes.
You're nervous. I am just... I'm at wit's end.
Well, you make the first entrance, Mary.
Yes,
At least
I
that's...
know.
Boy, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes, Mary.
Yeah, you have to go out first.
Well, you'd look pretty peculiar in Mary's
I tell you,
shoes.
I've been in a lot of pickles, but I don't think I've ever been in a tighter one than this.
I think, Mr. Marlowe, you kind of bit off more than you could chew when you suddenly decided we'd go into an opera here.
We could all like a little glass of wine to
Oh.
maybe help relax
Oh,
before you
certainly.
start.
That certainly would help. You know, I'm not sure I even know the story we've been rehearsing so steadily today and all through the night.
That'll be enough for me, Mr. Marlowe. I just want that's fine.
How
How about you, Harry?
What?
Want a little wine?
Oh, yes, sure thing.
Not for me. I don't want to do anything with my throat till I sing.
No. Greg, do you think the audience will mind us holding the music as we walk through the opera and singing the songs?
No, I understand they're a very understanding crowd here, and there's not a seat to be had.
Yeah, I've
here at
heard
the
it's
Scala.
sold out. The
Yeah.
word's gotten around that you're opening at La Traviata. That certainly will be a...
I just took a
exciting
peek through
thing.
the curtain, and
Yeah.
boy, everybody is there, and the mink coats, and
Oh,
the
boy.
diamonds, and the tiaras.
Oh, I hope
everybody who is anybody is here.
I hope they're not expecting too much, though, because I'm beginning to have second thoughts about singing a whole opera.
You know, now they drink this wine, I think they're going to get one swell show, and they're lucky to be here.
Look, I think I'm going to be able to play the role of the beggar there like it's never been played or sung before.
That's the way I feel about it.
That's what
Don't forget.
Oh, wait. This is...
Oh, don't tell me we're that close.
This is it, Greg.
Oh, the musicians are warming up. Oh, my.
Well, at least my part is small. I'm just on one scene. I get off, and then I can go out front and watch the rest of you
Oh,
sweat.
let me see. Murray, you go out first.
Yeah, Mary's
And
first.
be careful with that hairstyle now. Don't get it caught in the curtain.
Right. Oh, Mary, incidentally, break a leg.
I beg your pardon.
It's a theatrical term meaning good luck.
Oh, well, break your leg yourself.
All right, I'll try to.
You too, Greg.
Hope none of us do.
You don't say it to the producer.
Any
just to the performance.
last-minute instructions, Mr. Barlow?
Just go out there and remember.
Oh,
Good luck.
this is it.
And so the curtain rises on La Traviata. Will this be another triumph for Mary and Harry in their continuing careers, America's favorite family of the footlights, or a disaster unlike any they've yet experienced? You'll want to be here to learn the answer when we'll hear Calvin say,
This is unlike anything we've yet experienced.
that's in the next exciting episode of Mary Backstage Noble Wife. Word Carr speaking.